Hi everybody, don't worry, this is not an update on the pressure vessel, nor is it much to do with stabilising wood, although it is a topic of which I have discussed a lot of recently, and actually I find it quite interesting. But the latest batch of wood out of the pressure vessel is here, just draining now. I built this little container from an old cactus juice bottle, just to allow the excess resin to drip from the wood, and I can collect it in the bottom of the little container here. It is rather expensive stuff, this cactus juice, or this methacrylate thermosetting resin. It's about 100. Well, in the UK, mid 2016, it's about £110 a gallon. So it's a bit of a joke, really, but that's what you've got to pay. But this is about shop tidiness and cleanliness. I'm getting to grips with that. It's been an ongoing struggle for me with the amount of dust that the machines produce, and the actual type of work that it is. Knife making is far dustier than I ever thought it would be. So I've managed to combat that thanks to my air filtration system up there, which I have shown in a previous video. But there's a few other little tips that I've done, and I've made some nice cupboards, so the old part of the workshop is beginning to look a bit cleaner and tidier now, I'm glad to say. And it does really help when you've got a nice environment to work in. Got a new drill press as well, so I'll show you that. I got an unboxing. I'm not big on unboxings, but this is from a very good friend of mine, Chris Wyndham Woodcraft. So I will do that, and I've finished off a couple of knives for Andy. He's ordered. He's had a Desert Ironwood Classic with a tapered tang, and he's also having the first Wasp neck knife, which has also got a tapered tang. So the first one I've ever done with a tapered tang. So I'll show you that. Anyway, let's take you into the old part of the workshop and show you some improvements there. Well, here's one of the ways I've managed to combat dust getting into all the nooks and crannies. I closed off the underside of my drill press bench, and just created these simple sliding doors, so I can just put stuff. Most of it is rubbish, actually, but no, it does. I think it does enhance the workshop, actually, and I've managed to keep it a bit tidier. And I'm going to put some more shelving up underneath there as well. So I'll have it's just becoming more organised, really, I suppose. And it's if you want to be producing knives or whatever it is you're doing to an efficient level, then sort of cleanliness and tidiness really got to come into the equation as well. Bought myself a new drill press. You can see it behind me. And you can see by the size and the height of it that it's rather a significant machine. It's a Warco 2B12 drill press, and it's really sturdy. It's got a wet table on it. It weighs about 82 kilograms. It took myself and my son, the two of us, to lift it up onto the workbench. So it complements the small Sealy drill here, which I use for my pilot hole drilling, and my Clark pillar drill here, which I'm now using for most of the wood drilling, and most of the metal drilling's done on the big Warco drill. It's a pulley driven. I think there are 16 speeds altogether, so you can slow the drill right down. It runs nice and quiet. It's got an inbuilt light, as you can see. Nice and quiet, and it seems to be a very accurate driller. So for the money, I'm well impressed with that. And also, you can see this the thickness of the column, the diameter of the column. When I got this Clark drill about 2 years ago, I thought that had a pretty beefy column on it, but by comparison this is a much sturdier machine. One thing I'm struggling to find is a good hold down clamp. I found some good ones for the these sort of through hole tables, and these really excellent clamps, and you can tighten them up quite easily. Underneath there's a ring you can tighten up, but on the wet table you can't access beneath the table, but you have got these T-slots. So let's just brighten that image up a bit for you. You've got these T-slots. Yeah, that's better. But I can't find a hold down clamp that will fit into T-slots. So I've had to just simply get another type of hold down clamp and use some small G clamps and just cramp it into position. And of course it's just a simple matter then of, and that's held that rather firmly. It will do, but it's not ideal. I would like to be able to use the T slots on this drill. So if anyone knows where I can get a good quality hold down clamp that will fit in T slots, then please let me know. So anyway, where is it? There it is. All the way from Wyndhamshire to Wiltshire, this package has been sent from my friend Chris, Wyndham Woodcraft. Now I'm not sure what Chris is doing at the moment, because he did put a video up not long ago where he said he was taking a little bit of a break from YouTube. So I got a feeling that he's started up some sort of a business or whatever. He's got a fantastic workshop over there. I've seen the pictures on Instagram and it looks wonderful. So whatever it is you're doing, Chris, I wish you a lot of success and a lot of happiness, because you know, I think if you'd be happy in your work, you know, it does help a lot. I'm going to open that in a minute, but first of all I'll take you indoors and we'll go and sit in the chair and we'll have a look at Andy's two knives that he's ordered. Well, there they are, the Wasp and the Classic. So first up we'll have a look at the Wasp. This is the first one to be fitted with a tapered tang. It's only a 3mm blade anyway. So there's the sheath. I hope the light's doing it justice. And there is the Wasp. Stabilised walnut on the scales with red liners and a Trinity mosaic pin. Now, can you see the tapered tang? I think you can. So hopefully that's what you want there, Andrew. That's the Wasp. The Classic is a right-handed sheath, dangler, fire steel. It's a desert ironwood handled knife, but again, because I'm not prepared really to cut up a nice piece of desert ironwood for a fire steel handle, I've used a piece of stabilised walnut with quite nice grain. I don't know if it's difficult to see with the small screen if the camera is sort of picking it up But anyway, it's quite nice. Spun fire steel. As for the knife, well, the sheath again is a wet moulded sheath for good retention. It is good retention. And there is the knife. Desert ironwood, red liners, a tapered tang, mosaic pins. I hold my hand like that because it gives the camera more of a chance of focusing. If any of you are wondering, I'm not waving at you. There's the hand rubbing. Look at the plunges. Look at the pommel of the knife. So I hope that's what you're expecting, Andrew. So those are your two knives. There's the hand ribbon and the logo on there. Right, let's go and see what Chris has sent me. Right, I do have an idea what's in there. It says wood carvings, socks, snack, and I can't read the last bit. Anyway, let's have a look. First up, we've got classic marinara with pen, Italian tomato sauce and brown rice. So we've got an MRE type meal, dehydrated, so you add real food, real adventure, it says. So he's got a note here. Right, thanks for that, Chris. You got a bit of instructions on there what to do with it. So that'll be coming with me on an adventure. What's next in here? Oh, another note. Quick browse through the note. It's an essay. I'll bring you back in a minute. Right, I read through Chris's essay. I managed to read your handwriting okay, Chris. So basically, in a nutshell, he tells me what's in the package, the handmade items, and also he says that my videos have helped inspire him to finish off his workshop project, which he started 7 years ago, but due to constraints of family and work, etc., you know, and I suppose being tired after doing a day's work, you know, it takes it out of you. So I'm glad I managed to inspire you, Chris. Moleskin. That was obviously you saw the blisters on my feet from my previous my video on my other channel, which is called Wiltshire Man. I'll put a link in the description box.
Think we quit for nothing.
No, that's right. Well, as Alan says, we don't want you to think we quit for nothing. But I'm going to show you my feet. If you don't like the look of blistered feet, please do not watch this part of the video. Anyway, there's the heel of my right foot. I've got blister there, and I've got a massive blister there. Blisters there. Blisters there. That's the right foot. The left foot on the heel. Blisters You can see them. And the same again on the ball of the foot. Ooh! Oh dear me. So thanks for that, Chris. I probably am going to need them in the future at some point. Unconditional lifetime guarantee on these socks. So yeah, the one thing which let me down on my recent adventure along the Ridgeway long distance path in England was my socks, my footwear, and predominantly the socks actually. So they're going to be used, that's for sure. This is the handmade items that Chris has sent to me. They're spalted birch and spalted beech from his garden. So we've got like a spatula. A well-made spoon, and I know a little bit about spoon carving because I went on a course recently with Lee Stoffer, and he showed me how to put the crank in. This spoon's got a nice crank in it. So Chris, that's a wonderful spoon. Thank you very much for that. And I think he's put a W on there. I don't know if you can see that, there's a W in the wood for Wiltshire, or Wyndham. Wyndham perhaps. There's another sort of spatula design eating utensil. And lastly, yeah, another W in there, you see it. Very well shaped. A larger spoon for getting into your cooking utensils, your pots and pans. That is lovely. It's very, very ergonomic, Chris. Thanks very much for that. Really appreciate that. And you'll see these being used no doubt in future videos, especially on the Wiltshireman channel. Oh, there's lastly a piece of wood he sent me. I can use that for knife scales. So it's spalted, I think it was birch, he said, again from his garden. He must have a nice garden, Chris, that's all I can say. So anyway, this brings this video to a conclusion. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye for now.